Alright, so my mission today. Can I beat Pokemon both Red and Blue with just a NIDORAN? Maybe a little bit of help from some other guys, you know, for some hidden machines, and, you know, I gotta pick a starter Pokemon. But of course, my goal here is to do alt-main glitchless classic speedruns of Pokemon Red and Blue. I'm going to be doing both of the NIDORANs, the girl and the boy, in one sitting, one night. I will be, of course, putting these into two separate videos to maximize my videographic stats. I actually saw a wild Nidoran girl there, and that's the 5% for Pokemon Red, so that's pretty funny. The start for this run, frankly, was terrible. It was actually kind of horrendous. And so you might think that this should be pretty simple for the start of a Pokemon Glitchless Classic speedrun, because in the start of any Glitchless Classic speedrun, if you're any of the good ones, you want to get a Nidoran as soon as possible to eventually use Nidoking. I've never really done that. I've done Nidoking one time, but I'm kind of exploring doing this run with all the different Pokemon, some of the more bizarre ones. So I'm not really actually used to doing this in a normal glitchless classic type of speedrun, so I'm kind of, shoving my head against the wall here against the junior trainer in Brock's gym. I just gave up because honestly I think Brock is going to be easier than that Diglett. What the fuck? So I don't really know the best mechanism to swap train your Nidoran with the starter in this game. I really don't know. I'm just kind of fucking around here. But I'm trying to get some experience points on that bitch. I'm trying to get that guy leveled up. Of course, I should also specify that these are going to be Novo runs, no evolutions. Using the first form only. So the typical glitchless speedrun of this game and this will diverge pretty much as soon as you hit Mount Moon, because that's when the Moonstone becomes available. You can get a Nidoking which is insane, by the way they balance these games. Like, what the fuck? You can get a Nidoking within, like, I don't know, 30-40 minutes, but hey, whatever. It's all good, I guess. But anyway, again, Route 3, no big deal. I'm just really trying to, like, train up my Nidoran. I want to get, I caught the Spearow, by the way. I caught a Spearow. I don't normally catch a Spearow when I go through that small strip of grass, but I like to have Pokeballs especially because I have some left over from fighting, or getting the Nidoran. So I can get that Spearow, and it actually dawned on me I can do something interesting with that Spearow, so we'll get into that later. But I fought that one trainer by mistake, and I immediately regretted it. It was a terrible disaster. Don't even need to get the Moonstone. You may notice no Paris. Not seeing a single goddamn Paris. And of course I want Paris to learn Cut. But, again, Spearow, I can trade Spearow for everyone's favorite Farfetch'd, Ducks, in Vermilion City, and Ducks can learn both Cut and Fly. So, you know what? Don't need a Paris. I got Spearow. I'm gonna actually get fucking Farfetch'd in this run. I had one Pokeball left, and it didn't really work, and then all of a sudden Paris starts coming out of the woodwork. But whatever. This Mount Moon, pretty terrible. Again, I don't, like... I know this seems a little silly to say because this is my 11th run, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't, like, the first hour of this game to me is a mystery. And of course, one other thing I should be saying is that I don't reset for stats when I do these runs. To me, resetting for stats takes out a lot of the fun. I like just simply not knowing my stats at all. I could have the worst stats imaginable for my main Pokemon, and I don't really know. That's not a level of the game I am shining my autism spotlight on at this moment. Right now, I'm just really trying to get a feel for the game. So again, it's possible that at some point Pokemon gets a bad reputation because of I just had 0 in all the DVs or whatever. Hopefully that doesn't end up happening, but it might. It might have ended up happening here. Who knows? But anyway, we're fighting the rival here. Again, around this time, you would have a Nidoking if you were doing a proper speedrun of this. So again, the divergence is quite real. And again, I've not really done many of these Novo runs, no evolutions. If you look at the chart over here, there it is. If you look at that chart, you'll see that I've got Bulbasaur. I did that one previously, just you know, as in the one before this. But other than that, I've been using mostly final evolutions, or, you know, in the sense I catch whatever version and then evolve them over time. So again, I don't really know how this is going to compare to some of those, but hopefully it compares well. If it doesn't, that's a problem, I guess. I don't know. But again, another thing that you're especially not going to figure out, you know, based on looking at that chart, maybe you will, I don't know, is that I suck at this game. So like my first 10 runs, a lot of them are just like 6 hours, 5 hours, because I suck, right? So again, it's not like, you know, Victory Bell is one of the best Pokemon in the game. I happened to do that when I didn't know how to play the game, right? So anyway, chart notwithstanding, you know, we'll see how these stack up against some of these tougher Pokemon, and I might do a string of Novo runs, you know, just get some of these out there as soon as possible, get them out of the way early. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm trying against Misty here. I don't exactly have a game plan, as you can probably see. So, okay, whatever, I'll try Misty later. One of the things about Nidoran is both Nidoran girl and boy can learn Body Slam. And Body Slam is a fucking insane move. Almost every Pokemon seemingly can learn fucking Body Slam. That shit is insane, right? So I figure, alright, if I can't beat Misty, it's no big deal. I'll go grab Body Slam. Here's Ducks, by the way. Shoutouts to Ducks. I went to go pee, so I missed the whole animation. But now I have Ducks in my party. I gotta do a Ducks run one of these days. But again, Body Slam is in the SSN, so I figure I'll go back, fight Misty later. It's not ideal routing-wise, because now I'm going to have to go back up and down Cerulean, go do Lieutenant Surge again, all that kind of horseshit. But whatever, who cares? No big deal. And we got Body Slam. Body Slam is just so fucking good. It's so goddamn good in this game. I mean, it's just, you have the 80, I think it's like 80 or 90 base power. It's got like almost, or just if not perfect accuracy. I think tackle is 95 if I remember correct, so it's at least 95. I think it's 100 actually. And then on top of that, you have the ability to paralyze your opponent. It's an insane move. It is insane. And then they give it to you right in like, not right away, but like close enough to the start that it's just, wow, it kind of blows you away a little bit. But speaking of getting blown away, I'm about to blow myself away. I didn't know how to properly do a segue there. But anyway, fighting Misty. Fighting Misty, we got Body Slam. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Star U down pretty much instantly. Star Me causing me a little bit of a problem. Again, Nidoran, not Nidoking, is pretty weak when it comes to defense. It's kind of like a paper tiger in a lot of ways, the Nidoran family, before they level up, before they evolve. So that's like a frequent problem in this run going forward, and even in the next run. I'm doing this commentary the morning after. But a big problem is like, you pretty much will take massive damage. Anything that like you're not going to be resistant against is going to hit you really hard. But I beat Misty, got the bike, my least favorite key item in the whole world. Gotta go back, fight Lieutenant Surge. I got the trash can puzzle really quickly there, so I was pretty impressed by that. And you know, fighting Surge, what could possibly go wrong? We got Body Slam, we got level 28. The only thing that could really fuck me is Thunderbolt, and that didn't end up happening. So, I taught Fury Attack just because I was bored. You know, whatever, just go through the menus for no reason. I don't know if I ever ended up using it in any real context other than just because I was bored. But the thing about Lieutenant Surge is that Lieutenant Surge gives you Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt is going to be one of the best attacks Nidoran can learn. It's really good against those Slowpokes in Rock Tunnel. It's really good against the Ghastly and stuff in Pokemon Tower, and it's just an all-around solid move. It's going to be the only special move that Nidoran can learn, at least until like the very end of the game. I'll be getting Blizzard once I get to that part of the game. So, you know, little spoiler alert, but hey, whatever. We're in Rock Tunnel. Rock Tunnel is where you just come up with some horse shit to talk about because it lasts fucking forever. And I suck at Rock Tunnel, man. I'm really bad at it for some reason. I can never get through Rock Tunnel first try. I always get fucked up in some capacity. And it's just a big problem. It's just all around kind of an issue. But hey, whatever. I've actually learned recently that you can skip a couple trainers in Rock Tunnel that I've been battling. The last couple in the last screen. There's 3 that I've been battling in the last screen, but apparently I only need to battle one of them. So it's kind of hard to like do that because one, I don't watch speedruns of this game. My only watching other people play this game is like sometimes I'll watch a couple YouTube videos, but honestly, a lot of those are really cringe-inducing. You know, these PokeTubers where they all talk like this, woo! And they act like their fucking audience is like 3 years old. So those are a little bit insufferable. And then I've watched speedruns of these games like maybe 12, 13 years ago. So I don't really kind of know a lot of the, and I'm doing that on purpose because I do want to kind of figure a lot of this stuff out on my own. But one of the other things there is I've been doing a bunch of unnecessary trainers, and I've died to those unnecessary trainers many times. I've gotten walled on those unnecessary trainers. Turns out you could just walk right past them. Speaking of getting walled, I got wrapped. It's not good. This Bellsprout, it causes me so many concerns. This Weepin' Bell is just also another big problem. But Wrap is such a fucking goddamn annoying motherfucking bitch in this game. And when you're not using it, when you're using Wrap, oh, it's great. It's a wonderful time. I just want to constantly be rapping. But when you're getting wrapped, it's just horrible. It's terrible. I don't want to deal with it. It's just makes me hurt on the inside. But anyway, fighting Erica, how bad could it be? The answer, pretty bad. As you will see shortly, got wrapped. Got wrapped. And gone. I lose. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go to the Pokemon Tower. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go to the Pokemon Tower and fight the rival literally just to get some EXP. I didn't really know what else to do. I kind of wanted to do Erica sooner than later. I wanted to get strength, so I just didn't need to worry about it. But then I was like, well, shit. I am going to get double team later in this run, so then I was thinking, should I just go get double team first? Well, I don't know. So anyway, I decided I'd go fight the rival, get a couple levels. I probably wasn't good enough to fight Erica. At least I don't want to deal with the rap bullshit. So I was like, all right, I'll do Rocket Hideout. I'm a little nervous about Giovanni because, you know, Thunderbolt, not really good. And they're really, all the Pokemon that Giovanni has are very resistant in the defensive statistic. And so I was really nervous about fighting this motherfucker. I ended up getting pwned against the Sandslash. I didn't even get the Giovanni. And then I tried to fight Erica again, and let's see how past me dealt with this. So I am currently, as of this moment, this is the past version of me. I am fighting Erica at the moment. It is approximately 2 hours, 38 minutes into my video gaming session. I'm feeling confident. I'm currently playing as NIDORAN boy. And of course I'm going to be doing both the boy and the girl in one evening. It is currently 9:03 p.m. The sun is going down, and I'm ready to eat dinner. After this one, in between these runs, I'm going to be eating food. I'm excited. I'm having a good evening, and this is the Erica battle. I figured let's do it in real time. Let's do real time commentary. This is real-time commentary. This is, what am I in right now? I'm in a bind. Or is it bind? Is it rap? Which one? Is it, oh boy. Okay. Alright, body slam. Alright, yeah. See, now this is fun. This is a good game. I really enjoy this. Okay. Body slam. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Pedal dance. That's not, alright. Body slam? Yeah. Paralyzed? Ooh, thrashing about. That's not good. Okay. Body slam? Ooh, oh no. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, now we just got it. Okay. Body slam. Okay. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. But once again, 2 hours 39. Let's see how it goes. Thank you, past me, or is it present me? Wait, no, actually, I think I'm spinning through time. No, wait, actually, that's just the Rocket Hideout, because now I'm back in here to try again on Giovanni, and this time, I'm feeling confident. I got a couple extra levels from Erica. You know, the Thunderbolt thing didn't turn out that bad. Again, I just always overestimate Giovanni in these instances where I don't have something like, you know, just super good against all of their guys. But like the first Giovanni fight just kind of sucks, you know, like sure, you kind of don't want to just rely on purely normal physical moves, but hey, you know, you can pretty much make it with anything. You could probably even make it with struggle. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine struggling through Giovanni? I couldn't imagine doing that. But anyway, through Pokemon Tower, a little foreshadowing there, and fighting some Team Rocket guys. You ever notice how these Team Rocket guys have whips? What's going on with that? Oh, why do they got whips? Well, you see, it's because the design specifications for Pokemon trainers was that they would use whips, you know, like horses or whatever. But then they took it out because it was a kids game, and that's fucking weird. But then they left the whips in for the enemy coded characters like Team Rocket, and then the cue balls. For some reason, the cue balls, you know, like the guys on the bicycle road, they got whips too. What's going on with that? Anyway, whips aside, I'm gonna have to whip this run into shape because it's not going well. Of course, I'm in fuchsia at this moment in time. I really should have gotten double team first. The thing about double team in this game is that it's really good because evasion is just insane, but it also does the badge boosting stuff. So I was like, I probably should get it for the attack boost for body slam, but you know, double team is really good after Koga too, because Koga gives you the speed boost and self-destruct, whatever. It's Koga. Koga can either be really easy or just like really difficult, and it's kind of, I don't really understand the logic to it. Maybe it's just depending on which Pokemon I use, I don't know. But that one pretty much just Koga played itself. I didn't really need the double team there, but it probably would have been better to get double team ahead of time, but hey, whatever. And so, again, double team is really good because it boosts all of your stats in accordance with which badges you have. And go through Pokemon Mansion here. I wanted to do Blaine right away, and also there we get TM14 Blizzard, which is going to be my next special move, and that's going to be the last TM I'm going to be using. And so, fighting everyone in Blaine's gym, once again, so check it out, past me.
Training at the gym. I am in Blaine's gym at this current moment in time, and I'm feeling confident. I'm at 3 hours 22 minutes on the timer, and I am feeling confident, and I think maybe I'll be able to get this done in under 4, maybe like 4:10, I think 4:12. I'm going for 4:12. Let's see how it goes.
4:12 is going to be the time that I will be getting here and fighting against Blaine. Not actually yet. I'm still in Blaine's gym. But one thing about Blaine's gym is that they're full of fucking fast-ass motherfucking Pokemon. And again, like I was saying, is NIDORAN is kind of a paper tiger. It can do some pretty good damage, especially when you get double team and get some badge boosts going on. So the damage output can be pretty powerful. But when you get hit hard. And so really the big thing you want in most areas is to outspeed your opponent so you can get that one shot in. But I actually lost, not even to Blaine, but one of Blaine's random trainers, and then I went to Sylph Corporation, you know, because I'm trying to, you know, just go to corporations. I'm trying to climb the corporate ladder. Yeah, this Alakazam, Jesus fucking Christ. We'll talk more about that Alakazam later. Back to this motherfucking Rapidash. After a couple more levels, I managed to take that motherfucker down. Felt good while doing it, too. Also, I might say I'm looking good while doing it. I feel pretty, you know, I'm just saying. I'm, you know, anyway, we're fighting Blaine. I'm really worried about Blaine. I don't know. I feel like I'm in this, like, I'm gonna get killed at any minute. So I just double team a bunch. Of course, I get my attack boost from the badge boosting. I think it's Brock that gives you attack. I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly, it's Koga that gives you speed, and I think Erica gives you defense, and then Blaine gives you, special. And Special is going to be really good to pump up Blizzard and Thunderbolt, but of course, you know, you got to fight this guy to get those. I got a couple lucky freezes on some of those guys. That's one of the side effects of Blizzard. But you don't really see it as often as you'd like. But when it does happen, when you do get a nice freeze with Blizzard, it does feel good. It does feel good. Gen 1 freezing is really awesome. Anyway, back at the Sylph corporate ladder and fighting against the rival here. And, you know, I always thought it was, like, to me, like, from a game design standpoint, as a game designer, I've designed a game or two. I gotta say, putting the rival fight right before Giovanni is so strange to me, because the rival fight on its face is significantly more difficult than Giovanni. And so making, like, your 10-year-old, like, piece of shit neighbor, like, harder than the leader of a criminal organization makes no sense. Speaking of which, you know, really simple fight, no problem. Let's go fight Sabrina, who, by the way, has a whip. Very strange, they give Sabrina a whip. I don't know. Why has she got a whip? Really makes you think. Maybe she's going to be using that whip to annihilate me. This Kadabra caused me, to be honest with you, I was undergoing a little bit of a mental health crisis with this Kadabra. And that Kadabra also caused me some problems in my other NIDORAN run, which again, by the way, gonna be posting another NIDORAN run tomorrow. That's right. That's right. To all -7 people that are going to be watching this the day I post it, going to be posting NIDORAN Girl tomorrow. And that was such an important announcement that I just talked over the entire Sabrina fight. So, you know, Sabrina, whatever. It's no big deal. And here, I'm going to go on over to the power plant. I accidentally engaged this trainer, and it was a disaster. I ended up having to struggle. I forgot they had Lickitung, so that was cool. Shout out to Lickitung. I came here to get the rare candy and the PP up and stuff like that. I just felt like Nidoran. I was scared. I went to go fight Zapdos, and I lost. You could argue I was death warping. That was not my intention at the time, but that's what I did. I death warped. Yeah, that's right. I'm a speedrunner. Speaking of speedrunning, I am now in Giovanni's gym. Can you believe it? He gets his own gym. The whole Giovanni thing, failed potential. They didn't even really fix the problem in Fire Red, Leaf Green either. Which, by the way, I'm excited to get into those. That's going to be a whole thing. Probably years from now. It's going to take a while. Anyway, am I talking over the whole fucking badge? The whole gym leader fight again? Is this really going to happen again? Am I going to lose to Giovanni? What the fuck? This Doug trio's fucking me up. What the hell's going on here? Okay, heal up. All right. This Doug trio, I'm going to be honest with you, kind of like the hardest Pokemon. Because this guy's got insane speed. They got dig, so like half the time you can't even really get a shot in. I was like, what? I'm fucking struggling against Giovanni, and that's when I was like really starting to get concerned about the Elite Four. I was really thinking, like, if I'm struggling this bad against Giovanni, and I don't know, man. Like, I knew going in, you know, again, Paper Tiger, Blizzard's really the only move I can really use against Giovanni that's going to be not terrible. But again, really spelling a little bit of trouble for me. But either way, let's see how this goes. We're fighting against the last rival fight, of course, before the champion battle, the penultimate champion battle, I should say. Well, maybe that would count as Lance. I don't know, whatever. The penultimate champion battle with the same character sprite. There you go. So far, pretty good. Again, this Alakazam just one-shots me constantly. If you get hit by Psychic, you are dead. There's no amount of like, oh no, please don't crit, please don't crit. Even if you don't get a crit, that shit's gonna fucking kill you. And it's just, I felt like at this point, I was kind of lost. I was falling. I was like the guy in the intro to Mad Men. I didn't really know what was going on. And I was like, the only strategy I can think of is just hope they don't use Psychic. And that's what happened. They just didn't use Psychic. That's the strategy. Welcome to Pokemon. Just don't use Psychic. It's that easy. I wish I could tell you a better strategy. There probably is a better strategy. Didn't use it. I didn't use that strategy. I used the, I hope they don't use Psychic strategy. Oh, they used it, Revive. Oh, they used it, Revive? Oh, I'm out of Revives. But it's okay, because eventually they just didn't use Psychic. Anyway, beat that guy, Victory Road. I fight a couple extra trainers in Victory Road just to try to bump up my EXP a little bit. I kind of don't know when to use my rare candies, and I'll give you a mild spoiler. I don't know if I used them properly. I don't know what I did. I don't know what the hell's going on. But needless to say, this didn't, I was a little nervous, okay? So we're going into Lorelei, didn't really go our way, but I barely managed to get out, and then, can you fucking imagine this? I lost against goddamn Bruno. Really? Bruno, of all motherfuckers, I got frozen against Laura. This is just going poorly. So I'm thinking, like, should I use my rare candies now? Like, I can barely even fight the Elite Four. I don't know. What do I do? What do I do? So I fight Agatha without using the rare candies, because I figure, I'll level up in Agatha, then I'll use them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It was a little bit easier than some of my recent happenings, but wow.
This is certifiably my favorite part of the game here, when you just have to mash the B button so that your guy doesn't evolve. Can't have that. Anyway, back to future me, or I guess present me. Well, actually, wait, am I past me or present me? Who's talking right now?
That's a good question, and frankly, there's going to be no answer coming your way very soon, but what will be coming your way is the rest of this video. Huh? Pretty good. Fought Lance. Going to that Alakazam. Motherfucker, that Alakazam. God fucking... Those are the sounds I make when I'm upset. So, again, I probably shouldn't have used my rare candies at that time. I probably should have just taken a loss against Lance or something, gone back, and used them after a little bit more fighting against Laurelie. And once again, I always do this. I always forget when I lose against the champion to shut off the battle animation. So now I'm fighting Laurelie with the animations on, and it causes me a little bit of sort of an aneurystic type of situation. And it's not going so well for me. I gotta cancel out that motherfucking evolution screen again. I'm losing my shit on that motherfucker, man, I swear to God. Anyway, spoiler, but I do eventually beat the game. In fact, I would argue that I'm beating the game relatively close, in between the moment that you're hearing this and the moment of which you will be seeing the credits roll. And so one of the things, again, that I mentioned, I'm doing both of these, NIDORAN Boy and NIDORAN Girl, in the same evening, and they're pretty much the same Pokemon, right? Kind of. I think the early game with NIDORAN Boy is a little bit better, you know, move-wise, than NIDORAN Girl, but I don't know, they're kind of the same. At least in the end game, they're pretty much identical. I have the same moves on both and going into the Elite Four. So a lot of this, I was thinking, like, okay, like, what do I need to do better next time? Because I'm double dipping tonight. So I want to, like, take a extreme note of all of these fuck-ups that I'm making with this run and patch them out when I do the NIDORAN Girl run. And patch them out, I did not. In fact, I made an entire host of new errors in the NIDORAN Girl run. So I'm curious, you know, put in, yeah, that's right, I'm about to do this, put it in the comment section. What do you think is going to be faster? Now, again, this is not a scientific study based on the Pokemon's raw statistics. This is how well I can play the game while cracking open some beers and sucking down tetrahydrocannabinol sticks. And either way, sucking things down, notwithstanding, Agatha has left the building, or at least I guess she's still in there, just sitting there forever in her little creepy room, just not moving. But anyway, I'm fighting Lance. At least I fought Lance. The past version of me fought Lance. Now I'm watching gameplay of a Lance fight. You don't even know who did this. It could have been someone else. In fact, it was someone else. It was the past version of me. But that is irrelevant. Almost as irrelevant as doing commentary over this fight. You know what's about to happen. They're doing the agility thing where they just fucking don't shut the fuck up about agility because Lance's AI is perfect. It's good. It's great. And just an easy time all around. I was kind of a little nervous about using my elixirs here, so I struggle a little bit, and I was like, I don't know, am I going to be able to beat the champion? Because if I don't beat the champion and I use my elixir, I'm kind of fucked. And then they use that hyper potion, and I'm like, I really should have just used my elixirs, like, way sooner, but I was just nervous. I was scared. I didn't even know, like, what if I lose against the champion, and then I'm out of fucking elixirs, and then... shit, then I'm fucked. But then a sudden, it was similar to you know, you ever see The Exorcist, a demon possession? Suddenly I was possessed by a demon that said, you've got this. That's right, the demon of confidence, the confidence demon, the con demon, if you will. So I decided, you know what, fuck it, elixir, whatever, I got this. I'm gonna beat this motherfucker. Set up my double teams against Pidgeot because this guy is gonna send out Alakazam. That is a lesson I have learned. Hopefully I will be bringing that into my future runs. Double team before the Alakazam. Again, that Alakazam hits you once, you're dead. Speaking of getting hit once and you're dead, So I set up all my double teams for no reason, and this guy one-shots me with Sky Attack. I will be honest with you, I was starting to lose my shit here. You know, the demon had left the building. They said, I can go possess someone else. You clearly need help. Even a demon couldn't fix my problems, but hey. So then I decided, all right, I don't even know what to do, but I know what I need is I need double team. And Sky Attack does require a warm-up, so I'm just going to go until they do the warm-up. Then I'll Thunderbolt. Then I missed, which, I mean, is just great. But they didn't crit, so I'm still alive, which means I get to try again. So 96 health going into Alakazam. But honestly, it doesn't matter, because if Alakazam hits you, you're going to die anyway, so whatever. And didn't get the one-shot. I unfortunately did get a paralysis, and then they full restored it. But they missed with Psychic, so I win. And once Alakazam is gone, the rest of it's just kind of simple. Finish off some double teams, boost my stats a little bit. The other thing about doing stat boosting during Rhydon is that Rhydon loves to do Leer or Tail Whip, and those will also continually boost your stats. It doesn't, anytime your stats are modified, it reapplies the badge boosting afterwards, so you can just stack the fuck out of your boost during Rhydon. I was a little bit worried about when I was going to level up, so I got the level up there, which undoes your badge boosts. So when it recalculates the stats, it does it without the badge boosting. So now I lost all that shit, and I kind of maxed my double team, so really it's just kind of a battle of attrition. But I am level 72, and I do have a whole stash of revives and hyper potions. So, you know, it's really, it should be pretty easy, actually, you know, whatever, man. Ember, no big problem. Paralyze that bitch, that's pretty cool. The burn, kind of an issue. If I remember correctly, I think burn fucks with your attack stat. I think, if I remember correctly. So I got burned. I almost fucking died. But thankfully, I picked up that full restore. Yeah, you know, the one on Victory Road. Yeah, I picked that up, and I used it right there. Chekhov's full restore. And then, I'm about to beat the game. Check this out. Ooh. I thought that was going to be a one-shot, but, bodies. Oh. Alright, let's body slam again. Ooh, there you go. Alright, anyway, that is Pokemon Red Alt Main Glitchless Classic Speedrun with the boy version of Nidoran, the purple Nidoran. Will the girl version be better? I don't want to turn this into one of those things, but girl power? Boy power? You know, what's going to happen here? So, you know, again, doing both of these in one night. Obviously, I'm doing this commentary the morning after, so I kind of know what happened. So I'm trying to drop a couple teasers. But after this, I ate some great fucking dinner. I had some rice, some Emperor rice pilaf, and some vegetarian constructs. And I ate those, and it was great. And then I loaded up the next game. Coming up next, Pokemon Blue version, with the blue version of Nidoran.
Come on. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me.